world, Wendy from Cali here, back with another mixed Manny chat. And today we have a theme of stripes from Tara Stoddard's Facebook group. So if you're joining in for the first time, thanks for watching. I just do nails and just chit chat about life. Feel free to grab a drink, do your nails, whatever you like. For those coming back, thank you for watching, and I hope that you like and subscribe. Alright, here we go. So, I have here, when I think of stripes, I think of tigers. So, a roaring time, and paint the town because I want something really fun and colorful to go with my stripes this week. So, here we go. I'm going to use Paint the Town. I've had this one for a very long time, and have not really thought about when I wanted to use it. Backgrounds that are white, I usually just don't gravitate towards very much because I'm rough with my hands and I get things really dirty, and so I worry about white backgrounds. But with 2 coats, Paint the Town, and a roaring time, I think it should be okay. But we'll see. We shall see. Alright. Where did we leave off last week? Because last week was the weekend before my birthday. So I think we were talking about what was going to happen this week. And this week's not over yet. So let's see what has happened since then. So my birthday was Wednesday. And got to go to lunch with Panda Bear and my pops. Panda Bear is my significant other for those that are new here. And my dad, Pops. My mom didn't make it though because she had to work overtime. And so she works the graveyard shift. And because she had to work extra, she didn't get a chance to go with us, so that was kind of a bummer. But we did bring her some leftovers, so she didn't quite miss out completely. I'm choosing all the sets right now for my fingers here, so bear with me while I do that. I think this time around, because I have stripes, I'm going to use the teeny tiniest ones on my pinky. Alright, so oh, forgot to set my timer. I'm going to try to get this done in one video because my brother and his family are coming to town, and I want to make sure that I am ready. We don't know when they're coming because whenever my brother and his family come, they don't give us an exact timetable as far as when they arrive. So it's kind of like, you know, we just get ready. Ooh, the set might be too old. Oh shoot. Like I said, I've had this set for a very long time, and sometimes my sets don't quite make it. Alright, that one's obviously not going to work. Let's try this one. Oh, that one's not going to make it either. Okay, not a problem. We will pivot and do this. Let's see if this one will work. If I do it real slowly, will it pull out? Yeah. Okay. This one worked. So, got to have lunch during my work day with Panda Bear and my pops on my birthday. Mom didn't make it, but she got leftovers. We went to a food place called U Kitchen here in Alhambra, so the neighboring city, and food was really good. So if you're really big on Taiwanese like soup buns and Taiwanese style like very carby, starchy foods, so my dad enjoyed that a lot. But we had this one dish called a Chinese pizza, which really didn't remind me of a pizza. It was like a bun that you can pull apart, almost like a biscuit, really. A Chinese biscuit's a good way to describe it. But it had like green onion, and it was like almost not flaky, but it had layers. So it was like fluffy and a little bit crispy on the outer parts of it. And really good if you had it fresh. My mom didn't end up liking it. She had it for leftovers, and I can understand. She said it was too bready. So I could totally understand that. But I popped in the toaster oven later that night and had it with dinner, dipping it in a soup, and it was still good to me. But yeah, some other food we had included some lamb pot stickers that were fried, pretty decent. We had wonton noodle soup, which was pretty awesome. The soup base was really like a clear taste, really like clean. I can't think of another word to describe it besides clean, but it was like a clear broth, and the noodles were an excellent texture. It was like al dente almost, if that's a good way to describe it. It almost had a bite back to it, like not chewy per se, but definitely not mushy, and it was really enjoyable. So, ooh, am I gonna have the hardest time doing this base? I might. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah, sometimes, so if you're new to Color Street's 100% nail polish, and it's like almost completely dry. But if you don't store properly your sets, this could happen. So it's okay. We will make it work somehow. Do I want rainbow on my nails? No. I'm trying to not have the rainbow, and I might be able to get away with using this one if it'll pull out. But yeah, so spent my birthday with Panda Bear and Pops eating lunch. The rest of the day was a work day, so I worked. Oh my gosh. We are going to have a problem with this. I might have to change sets. Might have to change sets. We'll see. We shall see if I can pull this off. Quite literally. But yeah, the next day at work, so we typically try to do, pre-pandemic, typically try to do quarterly lunches. And so we've kind of just gone back to doing that. And so this time, lunch was kind of Cinco de Mayo inspired, but we didn't have it on Cinco de Mayo because we wanted to get a taco person to come and cook tacos for us. And so we did it on May the 4th. May the 4th be with you for all those Star Wars fans. So yeah, we had a taco person at our office, and we got to eat really delicious tacos and mulitas and quesadillas, and it was really great. But what was funny about that was that while I was on a call with a client, they made the announcement that lunch was ready to be served, and I didn't hear it because I was on a phone call. And so I was working, and then I look up and the office is like completely quiet, and I'm like, oh my gosh, is everyone at lunch already? Did they make an announcement? Like, I didn't know. And so I go downstairs and everyone's already had like their first like round of tacos and stuff, and I was like, oh my gosh. Luckily there was still plenty of food, so I was able to grab a nice plate to eat, and I was even able to have a second round that I saved for later, so that was really nice. So yeah, this week's actually been really good as far as food goes. Not good for my waistline, but you know what? It's my birthday month, so it's all good. Ebb and flow. We just kind of go with it, right? So we just make up for it later. Okay. I got it! Just pinkies! Oh my gosh. Let's see if any of the rest of these are gonna work on my fingers at all. But, I apologize for the background noise, if you hear background noise. Okay, so let's do... I think we are gonna have these. I think the middle one and the pinky are gonna match. And then we're going to have the ring finger and the thumb match, or try that way. So we're going to try and see if that works. But it's all dependent on if the strips are actually going to behave. So, and I don't want to waste this set, and I really want to go with this idea. So we're going to try to maneuver this the best we can to make it work. Those who used to watch Project Runway, Tim Gunn, make it work. But yeah. Yesterday, I got to spend some time with my sister-in-law Carla and her kids after going on a hunt for a trifold poster board. So Amaryllis has a school project that's due next week, and it has to be on a trifold poster board. She's giving a presentation on a chosen animal, and so her animal was leatherback turtles, I believe. So the instructions were to get a trifold poster board, blue tissue paper, or blue gift wrap. And so I was texting back and forth in the morning with my sister-in-law Carla. I was like, oh, what do we need the blue tissue paper and gift wrap for? If you guys ever go shopping for very specific items, it's rough out there trying to find specific things. So I was having the hardest time first finding blue tissue paper and blue gift wrap. So I was at the Dollar Tree. That was my first stop. And I was texting back and forth with my sister-in-law Carla. And I decided, okay, we're going to nix the tissue paper and gift wrap. We are going to go with paint, because Amaryllis and Amelie, they've been begging to paint, and we've told them no so many times because paints are messy, and you know, and it costs money to buy paints, right? So I'm not going to waste money on things, you know, that we don't need. But for this specific project, because we needed a blue background for kind of like an under the sea look, I was like, you know what? Let's kill two birds with one stone, and let's buy blue paint. We're going to paint this poster board. So at Dollar Tree, found a bunch of different blue paints for a reasonable price, and bought the little spongy paintbrushes. And then supposedly there was going to be the trifold poster board at Dollar Tree, but I looked up and down all the aisles. Like, I tried very hard, like super hard to find the poster board, and could not find it, right? And so then I Googled the trifold poster board, and like the majority of the shops that you would think of going to, if you're a parent, you probably have been through the struggle of trying to find art supplies and stuff for your kids. But like Target, Walmart, all of them sold out, right? It's like, what? And Hobby Lobby said that they had some, but Hobby Lobby's like 14 miles away. And mind you, I don't drive very often, so I'm not used to like driving that much anymore, right? And so I should preface that Panda Bear was out with his friends. So he and See? Okay, hold on. Oh, let me see if I have any twosies of Paint the Town, because this is not happening the way I would like it. So at least I got 2 of these on, but this is not going as I planned, because this set is really all jacked up. Alright, I do have a twosie, so let me see if I can utilize this. Oh my goodness. Oh, for those that don't know Color Street, twosies are 2-finger tester, like two-finger strip testers that you can, if you're a stylist, give them out as samples. I have a bunch of them. I'm not a stylist, but I've been using Color Street since March of 2021. And so I have a lot of twosies that have been given to me by stylists. And what do I tell you? Like, storing, if you don't store it properly, this is what happens. Alright, we are just going to make it work with whatever strips we got. It's not even going to match anymore. That's fine. We're just going to make it work. We'll make it work. Anyways, back to my story. So, I end up driving to a plaza that has, like, both Albertsons and, for those that don't live in California, Albertsons is a grocery store. And sometimes grocery stores have, like, a section for, like, school supplies and stuff like that. So Albertsons didn't have it. And I walked in the plaza. There was also a CVS pharmacy and an Office Depot. And so I walked over to CVS pharmacy, and they did have a trifold. They had 2. One black one, which was less expensive than the white one. We wanted the white one because we're going to paint it blue, right? Paint the background blue. But it was like 12 something, like almost $13. And so I was looking at it and going, okay, I was expecting to pay like $1.25, right? Because I was told that Dollar Tree would have had it, and Dollar Tree is $1.25 now. And so I was like, okay, let's go to Office Depot and see if they have it, see how much it costs there. So go to Office Depot, and it is $11.79. So I'm like, okay, less expensive than CVS. You know what? And it was the last one. Oh gosh, it was the last one. I'll tell you that. So last one in white. They had a bunch of black ones. I mean, we're in May. It's like almost the end of the school year. So I'm sure there's a ton of kids needing to do art projects, right? So supply and demand. Pretty sure that's what was happening. But anyways, so ended up buying it at Office Depot because I was not about to like gamble on trying to find it anywhere else and not being able to find it and then coming back and having it sold out. So that was my morning. And I had tried to do a little bit of work before heading to my sister-in-law's, and every time like I would like log in, I would get booted out. And so I did get to do a little bit of work, but the majority of like the morning was just kind of like scavenger hunt for that poster board, and then struggle to try to do work. And I was like, this is a sign from God that I'm not supposed to be doing work on the weekend, and I should be focused on my family. And where was Panda Bear during all this? Panda Bear, so Panda Bear is really big on horse racing. He has buddies that enjoy horse racing as well. Betting on horse racing, I should say. He's not himself racing or owning horses or anything like that. So he and his buddies had made plans to go to the Santa Anita racetrack. So he left super early yesterday. His friend had come over and parked his car here, and they drove together. They carpooled to the Santa Anita racetrack. So he was going to be gone all day. So I knew that it was just going to be me and Carla and the kids, which is rare when that happens. I don't drive very much anymore because when Panda Bear and I started dating, and he saw how rough my commute to work was, he took it upon himself to be my personal driver. So, for those who don't know, I am blessed for sure because Panda Bear takes really good care of me. So, anyways, all that said, I said all that because I'm trying to let you know that I don't drive very often, right? So, yesterday I had to do a bit of driving around town, trying to find that poster board. And so, back to the Hobby Lobby thing, why I was not going to drive 14 miles to go get a poster board. I like to drive and stay local because, again, I haven't driven very often. So, not that I don't know how to drive. I'm actually a decent driver. I used to drive a lot all the time because I had long commutes to work, and I used to go all over town spending time with friends. But since Panda Bear's been driving me around, I haven't really had the need to drive. So, yeah. So anyways, went to my sister-in-law's before I got to Carla's. So because it's my birthday week, some of the shops I frequent have given coupons for like free stuff, right? And I kept debating, like, okay, is it worth driving to the next town to Panera to get a free bakery item? And I also had a free buntlet from Nothing Bundt Cakes. On my birthday, I had a free Starbucks. I forgot to mention that. I love getting my free Starbucks. Like, I don't drink Starbucks very often anymore. I used to drink it way more often because I used to get a ton of gift cards from work and from my mom. And so I would drink Starbucks because, hey, it's technically free to me because they were gift cards. But, like, because I haven't gotten many of those lately, I don't really frequent Starbucks often. But as a rewards member or whatever, on your birthday, just on your birthday, you can get one free drink. And so I loaded up on that. Like, I tried to build my drink so that it was like the most expensive drink. And I share a birthday with one of my coworkers, Christina. So she was sharing with me like what her drink order was. And so it's pretty cool. Anyways, where was I leading with that story? Oh yeah, Nothing Bundt Cake, a free buntlet. So I drove, there's a Nothing Bundt Cake by my sister-in-law's house. So I went there first to get the free buntlet. And at the grocery store earlier that day, because I had asked Carla, is there any sweet treats she wanted me to bring for her and the kids to kind of celebrate my birthday. And she had said Krispy Kreme donuts. And so at our local Ralph's, they actually have like Krispy Kreme donuts that you can get from the bakery. And so I did that, and we had Nothing Bundt Cake. And so the first thing we did before we did anything else was we indulged in donuts and cake, Bundt Cake. So yeah, that was really fun. That definitely gave us the energy to power through the rest of the day. So the next thing we did was work on painting that poster board for Amaryllis. And so we had a ton of fun. We mixed the blue paints, and Carla, Amaryllis, Amelie, and I painted the poster board. We did ask Benjamin if he wanted to, but he's autistic and he doesn't typically gravitate towards artsy projects like that. So he did not, but he did watch us, and he did eat his fair share of donuts. So that was his participation with the project. But we had a ton of fun painting, and I had, in the right mind, bought a white plastic tablecloth to put underneath the poster board while painting. And so later on that day, we used that tablecloth as a drawing pad. So we had fun drawing lots of different things. Amaryllis was basically taking the lead on that, and she was telling us, what's the category we're drawing, and we had a 3-marker challenge, and basically close our eyes and stick our hand in a box of markers and pull out 3 different colors, and those were the colors we had to use for our drawings. So it was a lot of fun. I very much enjoyed drawing, and I'm glad that the girls enjoy it too, because it's something that we can share and do. It makes it easy to be an auntie, to bring little art project stuff over, knowing what they like, right? So yeah. All right. Oh, almost there. Let's get the thumbs on. Actually, oh yeah. No, we're going to do the stripes first, and we'll do the thumbs at the end, because sometimes I tend to use my thumbs. So I unconsciously do it because, it just happens. So this set is a lot newer than Paint the Town, so I'm pretty sure it's going to go on much smoother and not have the same issues. But of course, we will find out, won't we? So yeah. What else did we do yesterday? It was a real long day because Panda Bear wasn't there at the house with me. It was just Carla, the kids, and I together. And that means all the energy is focused on entertaining the kids, right? So we had so many different games played. Hide and seek was one of them. Hide and seek was funny because so Amalika, the youngest one, she is 4, going to be 5 this year, and she likes to play hide and seek where she is my partner. So rather than me trying to find her, she wants to hide with me and find Amaryllis with me. So we typically play that way. So it was funny because, one, Amaryllis had this new hiding spot that she wanted me to find out. But then, of course, Amelie already knew it, so Amelie led me right to the spot. And so Amaryllis was kind of pissed off at her sister for a little bit for telling on her. But the spot was just not a good hiding spot. I mean, it was the top of the bunk bed, right? And I'm pretty tall. I'm 5'7", and my eye line is literally right there at the top of the bunk bed. So not the best hiding spot. I would have found her if Amelie didn't tell me. So yeah. But Amaryllis is great at hiding, usually, because she finds the most unusual spots to hide in. There was one time when we were playing hide and seek where she hid in the laundry hamper. They have this little tiny My Little Pony laundry hamper. You have to be really flexible and contort your body to fit into that hamper, and she did it. I couldn't find her for a hot minute. So that might have been the most epic hiding spot that she's ever done. But yeah, yesterday was funny because Amaryllis was having the hardest time finding Amelie and me, even though we were giggling half the time we were hiding from her. But we hid in places that were almost plain sight. And so what's great about hide and seek sometimes is that when you choose hiding spots that are like in plain sight, sometimes people think like, oh, they wouldn't hide there. It's like literally in plain sight. Like, why? That would be so easy. But those are like sometimes the best hiding spots because people underestimate those spots. So yeah. Pro tip for any of you aunties or mommies or grandmas or uncles and daddies and grandpas and all that who have to play hide and seek with the kids. You may want to think about those really like easy to plain sight hiding spots. But yeah, we played so many different games. I can't even remember them all. But we did play some card games too. So Melissa's getting really good. She's like, we played Uno. She won the first round of Uno when we played the first game. And played Go Fish. I keep saying goldfish. It's Go Fish. We played that, and she won a few times as well. And so, yeah, she's getting really good at card games, and she's turning 7 next month. But like intellectually, she is already there, if not beyond that. So it's really great to see the growth from when she first arrived here to now. Like, she's just grown so much, and it's amazing how quickly time passes and how kids are just sponges. They learn so much so quickly. And yeah, it's just awesome. Anyways, so Carla made some awesome Swedish meatballs yesterday. The gravy was excellent, and some rice. But like, both of us after eating dinner, we were like, do we want to eat seconds? Because it's so good. But we sat there for a bit and we were like, yeah, no, we can't do it. Like, both she and I want to kind of like watch our intake of food, because it can easily like gain like 20 pounds in a blink of an eye. so yeah. After the donuts and the cake we had earlier, which, mind you, it was a mini buntlet, a little buntlet, and it was cut into 4 pieces, shared amongst the family, so it's not like I ate the whole thing. But those little buntlets pack a lot of calories. So if you ever looked at nothing bundt cake, it's kind of like crumble too. Like crumble, like if you don't carefully look at how, like, what the ingredients are and what the nutritional facts are, you'll be in for a rude awakening as to how many calories you're consuming. So yeah. And speaking of crumble, oh my goodness, crumble. Michelle, it's all your fault. No. I kid. But Crumble Cookies is planning on opening a shop right in that same plaza where the Nothing Bundt Cake is, and near Carla's house. So I'm just like, oh my god, I'm in trouble. Like, previously, Crumble Cookies, like, I would go to it near work, and so it was limited access, limited access. So limited access means I'm not gonna go all crazy eating cookies. But now Crumble Cookies is apparently planning on opening a shop right near my sister-in-law's house. So God help us. You know what's funny though? It's like, okay, here's the thing with Crumble Cookies. Some of them are just not the best. There haven't been a bunch of them that have wowed me, but somehow my curiosity for the cookies keeps growing because I stupidly watch YouTube channels about crumble cookies. There's a bunch of YouTube channels if you search them. One I would really like, Paige Matthews, is a small channel. If you guys don't watch Paige Matthews, it's Paige Matthews. You should. Southern California drag queen doing crumble cookie reviews, and it's just like, that's totally fun for me. And Paige seems to have similar taste in cookies as I do, so that's why I really love watching Paige's channel on the crumble cookies, because so far the ratings that Paige has given the crumble cookies, I'm almost like in agreement with. So yeah, but stupidly I watch channels like that. There's like a few channels that I watch, but that one's worth mentioning. And so, you know, I'm like selling myself on the cookies, watching other people try it and rate it and stuff like that. So that's my fault, but you know what? It's so much fun. And so sometimes you need what my Panda Bear lovingly calls popcorn TV to pass the time, because I tend to, like, work consumes me during the week, typically. Like, I don't just go to the office, clock in, clock out. Like, I'm literally, like, thinking ahead on projects that are going to go out and how can we make things better. And so it's like on my mind, like, all the time. Like, I don't know how to shut it off. Like, I don't. If someone knows how to shut off that part of the brain, like you can clock in, clock out and not think about it the whole weekend or your nights, please let me know. I don't know why, but like I can't shut it off. Anyways, so watching things like crumble cookie reviews and stuff like that just makes me happy, because it makes me think of, you know, other things besides work. And then watching nail videos too. Like I keep talking about Tara Stoddard. I love watching her channel because it's relatable, and you know, there's other nail channels I watch too. Hers sticks out the most because she's consistent. So it's like she has like a set schedule, and she you know, usually like she releases the videos on YouTube like before I have my lunch hour at work. And so when I'm taking my lunchtime walk, I can actually like watch her video. And so it's like good timing. So anyways, I'm talking way too much. What time is it? Ooh, shoot. I might cut this video short and just finish my thumbs off camera. But you guys can see what I'm heading at. So when I think of stripes, I think of tigers. And so this is the mani for the week. Can't believe Paint the Town was so